There you go. You're listening to WGME Radio, WGMEradio.com. I'm here with the Mason Order.
Hi, I'm Ryan Cook, and I'm here with my two co-hosts. He's known as the Dragon Rider, the Soothsayer, and the Dolphin Tamer, Nino Dandan. And I'm also here with Frankie Tambini, known as the Italian Wonder, Frankie Tambini.
The music's playing. Ooh-ah. Yes. So, Nino, how's your day going?
Okay. Today,
what happened today?
Show off with what happened to me earlier today.
All right, what happened?
I was in line.
Yes.
In the JC, and I thought just how lines have made all of life, time, everything. Has just made them. I forgot what I was about to say.
You were talking about waiting
lines?
In line.
Yeah, what do lines do? Lines just make everything so
awful.
Yes, they're bad, but also they're good at the same time. Just based on a couple things.
I hate waiting in line.
Yeah,
How is it good?
it's good. How you can do it faster. So imagine this.
But but without the lines, of just everything you want to.
It would be all faster, yeah.
If there were no lines, just chaos.
Yeah, there would also be mass chaos. Everyone would be running around everywhere.
We live in a society with rules, boy. You need rules. You need lines.
No, you
You don't need lines.
Well,
need
yeah, you
lines.
kind of do. They just kind of are awful when like at Disney, how 3 hours long and you're
Oh
waiting
my
there and there's a
God.
bunch of screaming kids and you just want to ride the roller coaster.
I want to meet Mickey Mouse.
Well, then set the age limit for Disney at 18, and then you'll get rid of half of those
Then,
lines.
then none of those kids are gonna go there. That thing's gonna shut down in 2 minutes. Whoop, it's gone.
But you know what? So what good other than making orderly conduct those lines do?
Really, lines and waiting in general have made everything so, I guess, life boring. But then when someone figures out how to do it faster, it's so exciting, and that's because of the lines. See, it took them 3-something-ish months to go from England to America, by boats. So what did they do? They made faster boats. What did they do after that?
And there were no lines with those boats either.
To get out of the port.
But because someone had to wait in line, they decided that they had to get it faster.
Yeah.
So they built a plane, and now you can get anywhere in
6
few hours.
6-7 hours.
But what comes after the plane? Because people are going to get tired of waiting for the planes.
The bullet train?
The bullet train is fast.
If they can do it over the water.
Mm-hmm. Though there's also this.
Oh my gosh!
I saw this article the other day on this guy who's inventing this tube that he wants to put underwater from LA to San Francisco that you get in.
Is it like a slide?
No, it's magnet charged underwater and it shoots you to San Francisco in 15 minutes.
Oh my god!
That'd be amazing. Except when it breaks, everyone's just dead.
Well, yeah, but he's a guy who did not want to wait in line anymore, and he decided to make supercharged magnet tubes to get there. But I don't see how it's going to work because if it actually takes off, there's going to be a bunch of big tubes everywhere.
Yeah.
All over the place.
Like in Futurama. They had it just in the air, but that was 3001.
Or hamsters, hamster cages. Go through
Exactly.
tubes to get through places.
Exactly. We're just going to be giant hamsters.
Oh my
just running
gosh.
through.
Have you ever had a hamster before?
No.
Again, we talk about animals. Everything relates back to animals.
I hated hamsters. Anyways, tube,
Hamsters are awful.
pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
I would from San Francisco to where?
LA. In
LA?
15 minutes.
I'm a Californian as well, and I can tell you that I would never do that because San Francisco is not very cool, and neither is LA.
You had a business trip in San Francisco, and you had to go. Would you go? This was dependent on your business taking off or dying.
But you had to
Would
stay
you
in
go?
San Francisco for at least a week, and you couldn't leave.
Fine. You win this round. You win this round.
You do it. Mm-hmm.
Yep, I'd get in that tube.
What's the worst part of San Francisco, Ryan?
San Francisco?
Yes.
We're on live radio. Don't say anything you want to.
Anything that I might regret.
Yeah.
No, San Francisco's not bad at all, actually. San Francisco's really nice. L.A. is the one thing, because everyone expects L.A. You look at, everyone's like, oh, L.A. it's so glamorous, it's so nice and all that stuff. But when you actually go, it's really not. It's like a wannabe, New York kind of vibe.
It's not all it's cracked up to
It's
be.
really not all it's cracked up to be.
Yeah, that's why you came here. That's why you left California.
Yeah. LA's, and it's got the worst airport in the United States, LAX. Next to Chicago's airport. The worst airport.
Too many lines.
Too many.
See?
Yep, look at
That's
that.
why they're gonna
Look at
make
that.
The tube thing.
Yep, no lines.
LA, I mean, it's next to some nice areas. Venice Beach is around there.
Yeah.
But it's just
No.
it's not that great of a place. But if you go around LA, like if you go about 40 minutes south of LA or whatever, it's beautiful.
All right.
40 minutes, Laguna
All right.
Beach and
But
all
San
Diego.
There's another story I wanted to talk about that I saw in the news today.
Yes.
I was looking at this article, and this guy in Canada has bought John Lennon's tooth for $33,000 so that he can get the right to John Lennon's DNA, and when technology advances, he's going to clone John Lennon and raise him as his own child, which is very creepy.
But it's
weird.
worth.
It's
100%
worth it.
Yeah.
$33,000 for a tooth?
We lost John Lennon at way too young of an age.
But it's not going to bring John Lennon back. It's going to bring
can.
some guy with John Lennon's DNA.
Aren't we all just some guy with John Lennon's DNA?
Probably.
Aren't we
Yes.
all? Don't we all just have monkey DNA?
Whoa. Would you
Save
want to
that for another show.
be? Would you want to be cloned, Ryan?
Would I want to be cloned?
Yeah.
This depends. Do I get loyal clones or do they just?
No, they become like the clones from Family Guy, where they're just really stupid and you can just like enslave them.
Or like the Star? Okay, what about like the Star Wars clones?
No, you don't get those clones.
So these clones are
They can do whatever they want. They're clones.
okay. They do whatever they
They're
want.
just you. They're just you, but they can do whatever they want.
Oh,
So basically,
no.
another you.
No.
Yeah.
How do you know he would be like?
Well, because
like,
if
he'd
they're
actually
not
listen?
obedient and stuff.
He
my
can do bad
con-
things and blame it on you. But you'd be the same person.
Mm-hmm. But then how many John Lennons is this guy gonna
If
make?
I could control these men, then I'd do it. Of
It's
course.
like an army. I was thinking more like just one like guy. Who
Yeah,
One
those
ar-
are one
an
guy.
army of Ryan.
The Ryan Cook Army.
That's how I'd conquer the world.
all of you get sloths and you just take over the world.
Mount sloths. With
Oh man.
no, I would. Yeah, I would. If the clones were loyal, I would do it.
These clones
All
are
right.
loyal.
Now, I also want to. What are they? They tried to clone. I think what was it sheep?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've already cloned a sheep.
Yeah, they cloned sheep.
How do you think the Black
And
Sheep movie got?
I
started?
know. That was what I was about to say. If I can get those sheep and they're loyal to me,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
the world is mine.
Yep. There's still an army of sheep.
For any of our listeners who haven't seen Black Sheep,
You should go see it. It's a
you
great
should
movie.
go see it. Oh my gosh, you'll never look at the sheep. the
Crazy
same.
zombie sheep coming to get you. I was scared.
Yeah,
Dead.
that movie
But,
was so scary.
Yep. All right. Well, we're gonna take a quick break here, and we'll be right back. We got a couple songs coming up. We'll see you in a little bit. You're listening to WGMU Radio, WGMUradio.com. We're here with a special guest. Ryan's mom is in studio. Mrs. Cook, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, Frankie. Thanks.
There you go. So, So you coming down here to visit Ryan?
Yeah, I took Ryan's younger brother on a college tour through Virginia, and we ended up here.
Look at that. Now you're on the radio.
Which colleges did you take him to?
I'm not allowed to say them on air here. William and Mary, University of Virginia, and what was the other one? Washington and Lee,
There you go.
and University of Richmond. So.
He should come here though. 'Cause no, one cook's enough.
Nino,
But-
didn't you live near around Richmond?
Yeah, University of Richmond. It's nice, really nice campus. It
Yeah.
looked really cool, but it's like
Yeah, Ryan
turbo
applied there.
expensive.
But
Richmond, yeah, no, the campus was awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, the campus was absolutely beautiful. But then everything, I don't know, what around it was like really sketchy, right?
Yeah, that's exactly.
That's
what
the
it
one
is.
thing
That's
that threw
pretty
me
much,
off.
Yeah,
Like JMU, the campus was cool, but there was absolutely nothing
there's
around
like a
it.
snowboarding place next to it, and that's it.
Yeah. yeah.
That's pretty much JMU.
Or like
Yep.
Fordham, I went to Fordham.
Fordham's a
And
sketchy area.
the campus was beautiful,
Mm-hmm.
but around it was just absolutely just
Really sketchy.
sketchy.
Mm-hmm.
And
But yeah.
yeah.
But so what was your favorite thing about Ryan growing up?
Well, Ryan was a great kid.
Yeah.
And
This
I
is
know
your-
you want to sit here.
This is your chance to embarrass him on
Yeah,
air.
well, there's nothing. He
Yes.
was easy. But he had a few blips along the way.
Mm.
So yeah.
I was dropped on my head as a kid too, so
Yeah, that happens. It happens. It's okay.
Multiple times.
Maybe or maybe not by accident. But yeah. So, but yeah, that's good. Ryan's always a good kid. He seems like a good kid.
He's a great kid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you have any good stories about Ryan?
Let's see. Ryan was very outgoing in high school, and no surprise.
Mm-hmm.
And he always was wanting to be the life of the party.
Mm-hmm.
And so he would throw a party here and there when we would go out of town.
Oh no,
And but we caught him a few times. So
Ryan, you can't get caught.
Yeah, well, when you have cameras around the house, it's easy to get caught.
Ryan, you knew there were cameras all around your house, and you still had a party with all these people coming over? Yeah.
It wasn't my fault.
It wasn't your fault?
No.
He was forced by his friends.
Yes, you were forced by
Peer
your friends to have a
pressure.
party where there's cameras everywhere.
And after the third call from the security and the cops, we decided we had to shut it down.
You didn't have a chance.
Yeah.
But good try.
It was
Good
our
try.
house is stationed right next to the security, the
Oh.
fire station and the security station.
This was not planned
It
well.
was destined
This
to
was
fail.
not planned well.
It was the first 2 hours were fun,
I'm sure it was a good time.
but after that,
But
I
yeah.
was thrown into my own pool by all my guests too.
I think
On
it
camera?
cost him $350 out of pocket
Ooh.
for the damage.
Whoa.
Ooh.
But he said he'd pay that twofold because he had so much fun. So
There you go.
no more parties.
There you go. It's okay.
It was
It was worth.
there was no damage, and then right before it was about to end, my friend decided to fight me, so I fought
Oh,
back,
no.
and we fought.
First mistake.
Yeah, he gave me a little nudge on the shoulder, and I pushed back, and then he pushed back, and then I punched him, and then he punched me, and then I kicked him, he kicked me, and then we ran into this giant plant, and the thing that was holding the vase fell over, and
Oh, no.
that was expensive.
Can't do that. See, when you have a party, you have to make sure nothing gets damaged. No one's going to know you're there. You really messed up on that one.
Too much evidence left.
Yep. We can't leave any traces.
Can we get rid of the cameras?
I'll remember that when I come out.
You
Next
said
year.
too. You were saying how when you were looking into the camera, and you just saw all the girls just staring at it, just like, what's going
this?
on here? What is this? And you were just
That's the other thing, is that then you had your friends not know there was cameras, and then when they found them, they just looked and, whoa, what's that? I don't know, it's probably a security camera that they're watching right now.
What's this? Yeah,
You need
some
to
of my
plan
friends
this.
are not the
You need to
brightest
plan this
kids.
better next time. You need to plan this next time. Yeah, there you go. She just whacked him on the face for that. But it's okay.
It was a good
Next
time.
time you'll know. Next time you'll know.
High school was a good time.
High school is a good time, and then you get to college and you realize that there's much better things out there for you.
Yeah. But
No,
What-
but don't you think like in high school there's so many rules and stuff,
yeah,
and then when you get to college it's all free.
yeah.
Like my brothers,
people benefit from it. People get
yeah,
in
like
trouble for it.
like my brother's in high school right now, and they got a new principal, and he's kind of really strict and everything. So when they're walking down the hall, and if his phone's in his pocket, he'll take it out and then go through their password and go through all of their texts, and then get them in trouble through their texts.
Really?
About everything.
Yeah.
awful.
No, I was in high school and I farted once and I was
Mm-hmm.
sent to the office because it was really loud during a test.
Disturbing the peace. No, yeah.
What was the subject? Do you remember the subject? It was like
It doesn't really matter.
history, yeah.
It doesn't really matter
The
at this
history
point.
of farting.
It doesn't really matter at this point. But
It was such a terrible time.
yeah, no. So I went to a Catholic high school, and my friend Adam once got his phone taken away, and they were suspecting him of things, and told him the next day, "You better have your phone in here." And they were going to go through and find all the stuff. So he went home, and he changed his lock screen and his background to pictures of Jesus, and brought it in the next day. And the vice principal called him down and was like, "Adam, come on down." So she brought him down. He's like, "Let me see your phone." And he showed him, and she opens it, and it's just a picture of Jesus. And she goes, "Okay, fine, here, you can have it back." And he's like, "Oh, no, you wanted to see my phone. I really think the principal should see this." And she's like, "No, Adam." He's like, no, I insist. You should probably show him. He really wanted to see my phone yesterday." So they bring him up to the office, and the principal goes to look at the phone, and he sees the picture of Jesus, and he opens it, and it's just another picture of Jesus, and everything else on the phone is gone. And they just gave him the dirtiest look and sent him out of the office, and it was just crazy. It was just crazy.
Jesus saved him there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's why. There's no point to those rules.
I went to a Catholic school once.
Mm-hmm.
It was not the greatest of experiences, but they would overreact to so many things. So we would come in and you would I there's times where I had a little bit I cut myself because there was a lot of thorn bushes there, and I was crawling through, and I cut myself a little bit. And I went to the office, and they're like, "Oh, okay, nope, sending him home," as if I was like sick or something. I was like, "What?" And then they overreacted to so many things.
Oh yeah. No, yeah, you can get sent home for basically anything in high school. You just go complain that your stomach hurts, and they'll send you home.
Oh, I did that so many times in middle school, and before middle school too.
The truth.
Before it
comes
actually
out.
started to matter. I did
Yeah,
that so many
exactly.
times. I did that so many times. Oh, I don't feel good. The trick that I use, I can say it now because I'm in college and I don't have to go to
it
class
doesn't really
with
matter
my mother
anymore.
here.
Yeah.
But
What trick did you?
well, I mean, the one where you take the thermometer and you'd put it up to the light, just
You
heat
did
it up.
that?
Heat it up. You'd be 104. Put it in your mouth. Oh, I'm sick. Bye.
Did it work?
It worked a few times, right?
No.
Oh.
Probably.
The hand is
Probably.
better than the thermometer. The hand is better than the thermometer. So,
Can't get away with that.
yeah,
But
the mother's hand.
it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
No.
But,
Nino, what was your high school experience like?
Mine was fine. I didn't go to any
Nina.
Catholic super whatever.
I didn't go to Catholic high school. That was.
But nothing
Mine was
exciting from yours.
Really, it was just a bunch of rich white people. So I mean, I was just she did not just take my Starbucks. Okay, just that kind of
That's
stuff.
a problem.
Yeah, all
Well,
the Starbucks and the Uggs.
Yeah.
and the white
We didn't
girls.
have a very diverse school either.
Yeah. No, well, one time in my high school, my freshman year, we had a problem with someone doing things they weren't supposed to do in the urinals of the bathroom. So we got a assembly about it.
Now I
We-
got to think about what
they-
this is about.
They had to call all of the guys in to have an assembly
Oh my God.
about this topic and telling us what's right and what's wrong. And it was one of those ones where we could say whatever we wanted, just get our voices out to say that, this is wrong, let's not do this. But and we had a civilized one, guys, let's not do that. It's not right. It's kind of disgusting. But
Happened
because
so many times in my high school.
But because the guys had one, it was only fair to let the girls have one. But they didn't have a reason to have a girls one. So
the girls do something weird in the
just-
bathroom, or
No.
Oh,
They
oh,
didn't-
okay.
They just to make it correct. They had to
Title
let they
Title IX.
they had to let the girls have one, and theirs didn't really have a topic. So they literally said, "Girls, you can talk about whatever you want," and it got heated. There were people going back and forth, like, "You can't talk to my boyfriend here, and you can't do this and that," and it was bad. The guys were civilized, and the girls were just going after each other the whole time.
Okay, so at my high school, this is how you would get back at people. This was it wasn't our high school. You didn't oh, you said that about my girlfriend. I'm gonna beat the turds out of you. You didn't fight. There was no fights whatsoever.
No fights.
And the closest thing to a fight was where one person lifted his fist, and the other person lifted his fist, and then one of the teachers came and said, "Okay, you both are going suspended."
Did
But
you guys go break each other's surfboards?
Suspensions.
okay, so this was that was it. The biggest punishment or threat that you get, if you do this again, tomorrow you're gonna wake up with no surfboards and all sorts of threats like that because we lived on the beach. That was it. No, nothing.
It's not very threatening,
Oh, not very threatening at all.
but that's okay.
It was yeah.
That's California for you. No one's gonna
No one,
really do
gonna actually
anything.
no one's gonna actually fight each other.
I'm gonna take your 9-iron and throw it in the ocean.
They called us the surfers who tried to play football
Well, yeah,
because we were a terrible football team,
Ooh,
and
that's rough.
we
That's rough.
we were we were known for surfing and stuff like that. We had a good surfing team.
Well, I'm sure you
But,
did. We didn't even have a surfing.
Wait, you
Really?
got a surfing team?
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah, you
What?
can.
yeah.
Oh, maybe because I live.
You don't
not
live
near
anywhere near a
any-
surfing thing. Why would you?
No.
Why would you have a
Yeah.
surfing team?
I was surprised when people had hockey teams and swimming teams.
What?
I was like,
Swimming teams?
Yeah,
Hockey? Everyone has a hockey team.
yeah. Nowhere in Virginia have I ever seen a swimming team.
Really?
Out there that's not privatized.
Really?
There's no public swimming team. No,
No,
there's
yeah,
none
we
of
had-
that stuff.
we had a
Maybe it's
swim
just where you live. We
team.
live around the beach.
We had a swim team. We had a hockey team. My really good friend Matt was on the swim team, and they would just go. They had 5:30 a.m. practices and have to go swim all day.
And this was a school mandated.
Oh, yeah.
Thing. Wow. Okay. That's crazy.
Swim team.
I've never seen that.
You
before.
could
It's
swim,
just-
Nino. Is there any sport that you couldn't do that you've always wanted to do?
Yeah, water polo.
Water polo. We had one school around us that had a water polo team.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
Our water
Maybe
polo
someday you can live your
team.
water polo dreams.
Yes.
Our water polo team was really good. We won I think over the last 3 years we won 2.
You have a water polo
Si-
team too?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
we don't have.
California's huge water polo.
Yeah,
What?
we're right on the beach. What do you expect? We have all those
Okay,
water
all right.
sports.
Do you have a boogie boarding team too?
Yes. We call it sponging. I don't know why it's called
no.
sponging, but
But no, yeah. So you wanted water polo. Ryan, is there any sport that you always wanted to do that you couldn't do?
wanted to do.
Yeah, that you couldn't do. Just because of different things. Any sport you've always wanted to play.
If I could go back, I'd play baseball.
Baseball.
And then I'd realize how boring it is and probably quit it, but I wish I'd gone back and played baseball. My regret was playing soccer.
Oh, soccer. No. Yeah, I played
I got
1
kicked
year.
in the face once, and it hurt so bad, and that was the end of my soccer.
Yeah, I played 1 year of soccer when I was like 7, and I had one.
Everyone
career
played
goal.
soccer
I
when they
had
were
that
like
same
2.
exact
Right?
thing, yeah.
Right?
It was
1
like
year.
second grade.
Yep, and then it's way too much running around, everything. I'm like, I don't have time for this. So I went to high school and played football, and then I ended up
I
breaking
kind of
my
wish
arm
I
and running
put like
track.
1 year into football. I put like a tenth of a year of an effort into the
Oh
football.
my god, it was.
I wish I would have done it,
Football in
but
high school was so hard.
Yeah.
That was
my
like-
basketball, yeah, it conflicted with my basketball though. The coach was always like, "You're either on this team or you're not on this team." So
Yeah, you can't do
when
everything.
well, yeah, it was stupid though because you should be able to do as many sports as you think you can handle. But he didn't want me to do both, so he pressured me into quitting one.
Ooh.
Those 2 seasons don't.
They don't mesh,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you know it's.
You should be able to do that.
Well, that's how it worked. You know,
That's
you
crazy.
give your effort into one, and it was
That's
stupid. If I could go back, I probably would have done things a little bit differently.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, that's good. All right, we're going to take another little break, and we'll be right back in a little bit. We got a couple songs coming up. You're listening to WGMU Radio, WGMUradio.com. Back, whether you're listening to WGMU Radio, WGMUradio.com. So, yeah, guys, how's it going?
And you know what time it is of the day, Ryan?
What time is it?
It's time for the random fact of the day.
And
Ryan has a random fact.
our random
for us.
fact.
Here we go.
Our random fact of the day is that elephants are the only mammals that can't jump.
Whoa, I did not know that.
Wait, so they would, but they're gigantic.
But they can't jump.
Yeah, that's
They
what.
must be awful at basketball, though.
Well, no, because they have the trunks. They can just get the basketball and dunk it.
Dang, I know.
There you go. But I mean, that must be awful not being able to jump. Like,
Well-
what if you have to reach something?
Well, they have those. They have those snouts that can.
Well, yeah,
The
but
trunks
I
that can go that high.
still want to be able to jump. But then again, if like their feet are flat, so there's nothing to jump off of really. They're just it's flat.
Well, why would they need to jump?
Yeah, I don't know. Why do you need to jump?
They're at a trampoline party, and they can't
Yeah,
jump on the trampoline.
yeah. All the other cool mammals are
They
jumping
break the
around.
trampoline.
Exactly, they can't jump.
Yeah, all the other cool animals are jumping around, and the elephants can't join the party because they can't jump, and then they feel left out.
Okay, they blow stuff out of their nose like.
I mean, I
I'm
guess
not
pretty
saying
cool.
that They don't have cool parlor tricks or anything. But
right.
They just
They
can't
just
jump.
they just don't
They
have
need to jump.
the ability to jump. If you could do anything but not jump, well then you're just out of the loop. Just can't do it. But
Shaq. Oh wait, no, Shaq.
he could jump.
Yeah, I forgot.
If he was an elephant.
Once he got like 36, though, the jumping ability was
if he
gone.
was an elephant, he wouldn't be able to jump.
Shaq
but-
was probably part elephant.
I mean, at least elephants do kind of have cool like memory stuff. Like they can remember you and everything. I guess. I don't even know if that's true. I don't even know if that's true.
What?
How do you know if an animal has memory? How do you check that?
I don't know. I think one time some people like saw some elephants and then let them go, and then like 10 years later they saw the same elephants and they were like, "Oh, they must have remembered me." Didn't happen.
Yeah.
You know if you remember those from 300? No, not 300. Lord of the Rings.
Those
Those giant elephants.
Those-
Oh my gosh!
Those things
Can
were
you
huge.
imagine
Imagine
if you
all
had
that-
those elephants?
Imagine if any of those crazy things were real. That'd be awful.
How would it be awful? That'd be cool.
I don't know. I wouldn't get
You
crushed by
tell-
a giant elephant.
Not if you're taming. What if you tame the elephant though?
Well, then it's kind of cool.
Do you
It's
think
like
elephants
that's
came
like
from mammoths?
dragons would be cool if they're real,
Yeah.
but you'd want
They
to you
were.
want to tame the dragon. You wouldn't want that dragon coming after you.
No.
Exactly.
But yeah, do you think elephants came from mammoths? What if mammoths are still around? We
They're
just
just
haven't found-
frozen in the ice.
Yeah.
Or they just shaved.
Maybe we should.
Oh my god! they lost it. No, elephants still have tusks.
Yep.
I think.
Yep, exactly.
Ivory,
They do.
yeah.
But yeah, what if we got some mammoth DNA and then cloned them all?
How many Ice Age movies have there been?
17,000.
Too many.
Not
They had
four.
Too
they,
many.
They had enough till all the ice melted, and there was no more because they had nowhere to go.
Who did the voiceover for the mammoth?
Ray Romano. Oh, that's just one.
It was
I'm
no.
surprised I did that so quickly.
Yeah. It is Ray Romano.
It was Ray Romano. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, that makes sense now.
He's done a lot of cool stuff, but is that at least I hope that's not the highlight of his career.
No,
Being
no,
a
that-
mammoth.
No, he
wardrobe.
had
The
a-
highlight of the career is Everybody Loves Raymond.
Yeah, Everybody Loves Raymond.
Yeah,
That's
that was
the
a good
best
show. That was
oh
a good
my
show.
God.
There really hasn't been other shows.
That was
like
on Disney,
since
right?
then.
Everybody Loves Raymond.
I can't
No,
remember.
It was on,
No, it was like
That was like decades ago for me.
yeah.
I think it was NBC, Fox. I don't know.
Something
I
like
wasn't
that.
there. I just
I thought it was
every time I
Disney.
see it's on
Something like that.
TBS.
But
So
there really
how the
hasn't been
time
any
goes.
like good shows like that since then, like Seinfeld, Everyone Loves Raymond, all those type of shows. There isn't anymore. How I Met Your Mother just ended. Now it's all
I was hoping
Crying.
Seinfeld would come out with more stuff again.
Well,
They
they
did that
can't really.
Super Bowl
Yeah, the
commercial.
Yeah, but they can't really do anything else. It ended.
Hello, Newman.
Curb Your Enthusiasm. I mean, it's not the same thing.
Is Kirby
but
Enthusiasm still on? Like still going?
No, I think that
it's
ended.
It's
ended?
still ended.
They had a
It
couple.
all
They had
ended.
like a couple episodes where the Seinfeld people came back and did like
Yeah.
Kramer, whoever plays Kramer, whatever his name is. He was on like 3 or 4 episodes of
Real-
Curb Your Enthusiasm. Yeah,
Mm.
Really?
yeah.
How long
was-
ago?
This was I couldn't tell you. Maybe from max 4 years ago to minimum like 2 years ago.
Why didn't the guy I always forget what's
What guy?
what's the actor's name for Curb Your Enthusiasm? It's,
Larry David.
Larry David. Did he ever appear in Seinfeld?
I think
Yeah,
he did like
he
twice.
was Steinbrenner, but you know how you couldn't
Yeah.
see Steinbrenner's face, you just see his
Mhm.
back. He was
Oh.
Steinbrenner,
Yeah.
and he was the voice too. So
Mhm.
But he never just made a
No.
regular appearance.
he was supposed to be the actor, but then they found George Costanza, whatever his name, Jason
Yeah.
Alexander, and they were like,
Mhm.
this guy's probably better.
It
This
worked
guy, he
out
can do all the
perfectly.
Funny stuff, yeah.
It was a great show, and they ended up in jail in the end.
It's so
Which is-
because I don't know what was so unique about Seinfeld because I hate those types of shows where they do like they put the laughing in the
Oh,
background.
the laugh track.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it just ruins the show
because it
because it makes it kind of not funny.
yeah.
'Cause they're already
But
laughing.
Seinfeld it
It's
was
a-
hilarious.
It's a sitcom. That's what it is. That's every sitcom has that stuff in it.
Exactly.
It's just it tells you when to laugh. You should laugh on your own pace, but if someone encourages you to laugh, you're gonna laugh at it.
yeah.
Yep. There was
Seinfeld did that really well.
yeah.
You
Remember
ever
this-
what?
The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody?
Yeah.
There was one episode where the studio audience, this one lady just died laughing. And if I could see that episode again, I would just freak out because she was like, like 2 seconds after the joke was made, it was just dead quiet.
Oh man,
It was hilarious.
Did you ever
Oh,
watch
my God.
Friends?
Yeah.
Friends is a good
that
show.
is
I never
awesome.
even watched Friends.
Really?
Not really. But I'm sure it's a good show.
There's Seinfeld, Friends. What else was there?
I don't know.
Taxi. Oh, didn't that had the guy from Back to the Future, right? Yeah, I forgot his name.
But yeah, no. Back to the
Wings?
Future was a good movie.
Oh my god.
Imagine having that car, the DeLorean.
Oh.
One of my friends in high school drove the DeLorean.
Whoa,
Yeah.
he drove a DeLorean.
Mhm. Yeah, the school used to park it in the parking lot. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I mean, he drove it to school like 3 times, and then.
Did you ever
stopped.
hop in? Let's go 88 miles an hour. See where we go.
No, I never got to ride, but I saw it, and
Oh my
it was
God.
beautiful. Imagine if you got one of those and you're just driving, and all of a sudden, boom, you just travel through time. Because they really did that.
The Hot Tub Time Machine.
Okay, that was a stupid movie.
What?
The hot, yeah, that was
That
a
movie
stupid
was hilarious.
That was a stupid movie. You go in the hot tub. and
What
all
color
of
is Michael Jackson? Black. No.
a- That'd be all. Would you like to time travel?
Yes, but the time machine comes back with me.
Okay.
We're
'Cause it
using a
seems
time
like-
machine, right?
Well, it seems like in every single thing where someone is time traveling, it never works. The time machine is never there when they want to go.
I know.
Yeah. Because then it would just be like, okay, we went here, we messed
You
something
remember?
up, let's go back.
You remember that? Okay, did you ever read that book, Nino? We talked about this the other
Yeah,
day. The book, the time. It was
Time
it called.
Machine, H.G. Wells.
Oh my gosh,
I didn't read it, but I know.
I love that book. I love that book so
Yeah.
much.
No,
I did so many book reports on it when I was a kid. That
No, I did that.
Keep recycling
that
that book
yeah,
reports.
that and Captain Underpants, and I actually got like an
Oh.
F because I did one on Captain Underpants.
Yeah, I think
was
I think
My
in,
teacher called me out. She's like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Oh."
I think in like elementary and middle school, I did The Old Man and the Sea like 3 years in a row, just because I kept reading it because I had a different teacher every year.
You
so
did
it
that
didn't
in
really
middle
matter.
school?
Yeah.
I did that my junior year of high school. Like, that was a book we read in class for like a whole half
no,
a semester.
Yeah, we had a book report, so I found the book
Oh
and
my
I was like,
God.
I think I'm gonna do this book. I mean, I had no idea what all like the symbolism and stuff was. I
Yeah.
thought like the guys going fishing, but yeah, I
Might
did that
as
in
well
middle
read
school.
it.
It's a good book, but yeah, and then you could really come up with anything for a middle school book report. They didn't really care.
Yeah, and then I picked. There were 6 Captain Underpants books, and I picked each one every time through second grade. I think second or third grade. My teacher called me out on it.
Oh no! Yeah, see, you can do it. You just can't get called out on it because
Yeah.
we had a different teacher every year, so they didn't care. But
Yeah. My teacher always Oh man, those were strange years.
Elementary
Second
school.
grade, my teacher would always pet the chalkboard, and her nails would fall off. Third grade,
terrible.
my teacher would always hide donuts under her desk.
Oh, no. Yeah, I had a year where like 4 straight teachers all decided to have kids during the year. So I had half with this
Substitute
teacher
teachers.
and then half substitute teachers. It was crazy.
That's the best though. When
Yeah,
you
I
get the
know.
subs and you're just like
Being a
you don't
substitute,
know anything. We can
being
do
a
whatever we
substitute
want.
teacher would be interesting. Like you just get called in one day to like all kinds of different subjects that you don't really know like what's been going on in the class. But you're like, okay, you're in this class.
Yeah, exactly. When I wear a button-down shirt that's short sleeves and a tie, I look like every substitute teacher. That's what everyone tells me.
Maybe that's your calling. Maybe you should be a substitute.
Oh no,
teacher.
no way I'm being a substitute teacher.
go and
That'd just be
talk
that'd be
about
too
anything.
insane.
If you could
Yeah.
do it, like whenever if they just called you up and say, "Hey, you want to come in and do this?" I'd do it.
I mean,
I'd be
most of the time, being
yeah,
a
sure.
substitute teacher is just telling kids, okay, here's a worksheet, do this, don't be loud, and then you just sit and read a book or something.
No, you turn on Sports Center and let everyone watch.
Yeah.
You turn on the television and tell the kids to quiet down, or you just mess with them the whole time.
SpongeBob's on. Quiet down.
No, but yeah, and then the kids don't.
You just start throwing stuff at the kids.
Yeah. Quiet down.
Shut up! Take a ruler. This was back when I was young.
And
I mean,
then,
that's-
7 to 10 years later, you walk out of prison. Yo, it was 100% worth.
Oh, man. No, yeah, we.
No, dude, I'd Shawshank Redemption that and just sneak my way out.
Now? No. Oh no, that's never happened. I don't think that's ever gonna happen in real life.
It could
But
happen.
that was a good movie. Oh,
Dude, yeah, we watched that.
Morgan Freeman.
We watched that movie in high school.
He sounds the same then as he does now.
He has the greatest voice. Like, when Morgan Freeman's gone, who is going to do any kind of narrating?
He can't be
That's
gone.
that's when life ends. That doesn't.
Isn't he God?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah.
That's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, imagine being that guy that in, like, half of your roles, you get picked to play God. Like, oh, okay, you're going to be
I'm
this
Morgan
person, you're going to be this person. Oh, you get to be God. But it's not like it happened once. He's God in a lot of movies.
He was awesome. I liked him in a lot of movies. He had a minor role, a minor role in the Dark Knight movies, and it was still awesome.
Well, yeah, because every time he comes on, it's just like Morgan Freeman's on. Everyone else is just kind of like, okay, Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
Ballpark
It's not-
his age. How old is he? I'm gonna say like 115.
Probably.
Yes.
I mean, he'll probably just live forever. So
There's times where, like, a few years ago, he looked older than he does now.
yeah,
So he, like, goes back,
exactly. He's actually going backward in time. He's like Benjamin Button. He just goes backward.
He's like one of those people, like, he's a good actor and stuff, but the voice just is what people pay
So
money
many
for.
people can do that voice. It's so he's like a great. If you ever have a animated movie, you always want Morgan Freeman because he'll just come in like a day. and
Everyone
just,
knows the voice.
Hello, I can't.
Didn't
even
he do
it.
didn't he
Morgan
voice
Freeman.
over for the Lego movie
Yeah,
that just came out?
Something like that. I think it was
Even a Lego movie.
I didn't see the Lego movie, but I'm sure Morgan Freeman's part was amazing. But
I'm Morgan Freeman. I can't do it.
yeah,
I wish I could.
you know, what would you do if you had that voice?
Oh my god. Welcome to WGMU Radio.
That doesn't sound like Morgan Freeman at all.
It was close enough. In my dreams, it sounded like it.
Did you ever hear? Okay, you know that story about? I guess there's this homeless guy, and people were driving by, and he had this.
Sign.
He had the sign out,
I
and he was saying
remember
like,
this.
"I used to be on
This
the
is
radio
like
or
2 years
whatever."
ago, yeah.
But he was like, "You
In
remember that
Cleveland.
story?"
Yeah.
What happened?
He had, this
He had the
awesome
most
voice.
amazing voice,
Oh my
and so then
God.
someone like caught video of him,
Mm-hmm.
and he got like I'm pretty sure he got a job.
Yeah, but then
again.
I think he got fired maybe like 2 or 3 weeks later.
Really?
If I remember correctly, he did something wrong, like he hit a woman or something. I don't know.
No.
Yeah,
You do all that work, and then
I'm pretty sure he had like
But I
alcoholism
could be like
problems.
100% wrong, but that's what my memory tells
I think
me.
he had like alcohol problems and stuff like that.
yeah, I mean,
But he had oh my gosh, he had an amazing voice. See, it's not even. It's just if you have the voice, you can go far. You don't have to have any acting skills or any of that stuff. Just have the voice.
yeah, exactly. It's all about the
Put you
voice.
behind the screen and you can voice over everything.
Mm-hmm. It's perfect. But yeah, Ryan. Hopefully that doesn't happen to you someday, where you're on the street. I used to be on the radio, because you're here now. But let's hope that doesn't happen to you.
We did used to be on the radio.
We are on the radio. We always will be on the radio.
If I had a voice like that, I mean, I wouldn't mind.
It's okay. But yeah, we're gonna take one more quick break. We'll be back for a quick closing segment, and then we'll be on our way. Keep listening. WGME Radio, WGMEradio.com.
Bug's Life.
No,
Was it? No,
Ants.
it's Bug.
It's a different
Wait,
movie.
they're
Yeah, but it was the same thing as
They're
Bug's
both
It's
the
the
same
same thing, just ants.
Bug's Life was the better one.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Bug's Life is the real
You
one.
know, someone who knows a lot about ants right now is Roberto right here in the tech room. Roberto, would you like to explain your situation with ants?
Finally, the people get to hear my voice. Okay, well, me and my roommate, we're in an interesting predicament. Neither of us are in our dorm room that much because we're really busy with stuff. And then we noticed a couple weeks ago that there were ants at our window. We just hit them with shoes, and it seemed to work at the moment. And then just a few days passed, and we would notice there was more. We would do it again.
And then there was a broken window.
And then as time went on, there would be more, and then we live with the ants now.
You just lived with it? You didn't try getting rid of them?
I mean, we're doing fine with them, I believe.
He's alive. He's here today.
I'm a pacifist.
You don't ever worry like the ants are gonna crawl into your bed at night or something?
Oh.
I mean, they're all over the place.
I got that covered. We have a bunk bed. I'm the second bunk
You're the
on
top
top.
The top
Yeah.
bunk.
So I'm safer than him.
Are
They can still climb.
Yeah, ants can climb. They're everywhere.
That is true. We're on the second floor, and they've climbed all the way to our room. Specifically, I don't know what it is about our room, but they like us.
Yeah, I mean, ants are pound for pound the strongest animal in the world.
Are they attracted to your foul stench, Roberto?
Probably.
You mean my musky aroma?
What would you do if you woke up one morning and just had ants like all over you? Just crawling.
I would just go back to sleep, and hopefully they're not there when I wake up.
Do you know what's the fact like about how many like when you're asleep, how many bugs like crawl into your mouth?
Something like 8 or something. I don't know. They eat a bunch of bugs.
That's so nasty.
Roberto eats double that now because all these ants are all over him.
Roberto, you
That's
can get
why
rid of
I'm
these
so
ants.
fit.
So Roberto, maybe it's time you like call someone to get these ants figured out.
Actually, there was someone that came, a guy that someone specifically for exterminating pests, and he went to the wrong room.
Oh, my.
He went to one of our floor mates, Jack's room. He went there and
Jack.
then left.
So he inspected the wrong room, found no ants, and now you have to live with the ants because he didn't find any.
Yep, I just wake up every morning, do my check if there are ants, they're still there, and then I leave the room.
I wake
Yeah,
up. I wake up every day wanting to kill myself by looking at that ant on the wall.
I walked into your room today and there were ants everywhere, like all over the place.
Jack would be the one to steal the
I know.
pest from you.
Mm-hmm.
Dang
You
it,
know.
Jack.
Roberto, you gotta figure out these ants because you can't be living with ants. They're a good animal. They're the animal of the day, but they can't be living
Dude,
in your
because
room.
if those ants start turning red,
Ooh, yeah, red ants, they'll
You're in
bite you.
trouble.
Everything. Maybe they'll just take over the room.
You can go to Lowe's and there's like these little like black things where you put it in the corner of a room. The ants come in, they take the food from that thing, they're attracted to it. They bring it back to their little the little
Underground
ant
layer.
Yeah.
why don't you just make a farm?
And then they give it to the mother ant or something. I don't know how it works. And then they all die from that food that they brought back.
That
and
sound-
like 12
sound-
ants, and it
that
just
sound-
kills the thing.
That sounds a lot
like-
like the story to the Alien movie.
Yeah, that's how they come up
you
with the
could
way
just
to kill
tame
them.
the ants, and then you'd have a farm, and then you could breed them.
Ant farm.
Yeah,
An ant farm.
just do that. Make them your friends. You could name all the ants. What would you name your ant?
Little Roberto.
Roberto. All right, well, with that, we're done for the day here. So it's been another good show. We'll be back next week, 2 o'clock, same time, same place. So listen to the Mason Order again. Thank you for listening today. You're listening to WGME Radio, WGMEradio.com.
Next
Next
time
time
on Dragon Ball Z.